Dominique, aka that therapist. For those of you that don't know me, I am the lead clinician and CEO for a group practice known as Yellow Bird Counseling. You can find that in my bio on TikTok if you want to look around. What is that? What's the Yellow Bird Counseling? What does that do? Blah, 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 all these questions. Well, our normal day-to-day operations include providing individual, family, couples, group therapy or counseling, because those of you that have been following me for any amount of time know that counseling and therapy are different and they service two different populations of people with two different circumstances. So you can check me out there if you are following me here on the FB. I don't know what I can say on TikTok. Y'all are gonna hear me censoring myself more than what y'all normally hear because I'm also live on TikTok, and they got all these censored things. So I don't know what I can and can't say. So if I'm talking weird, y'all over here on FB, that's why, because TikTok got its own little shenanigans, okay? But that's what we do. Service people throughout the week, all times of day. There may even be a session going on now. I hope not, because I want my therapist to not be doing sessions past 8 o'clock at night. Don't want them doing that. It's not a good idea. So that's what we do. But what do we do here on social media? For those of you on TikTok, this is new, so listen up. This is what I do. We discuss topics that the general population can relate to, and we tie it back to how we can all use a therapist outside of simply having a mental illness, because people think that you have to have a mental illness in order to go to therapy, and that's just simply not the case. It's just simply not true. So we educate the general population on reasons that we could all, including me, use therapy outside of simply just having a mental illness. Now, those of you that follow me over here on the FB, y'all already know I'm very open about the fact that I manage my own depression and anxiety, and woo-to-woo, so what? Okay, that's what it is as a Black woman. Kind of the woes, one of the woes that come with it. My likelihood of experiencing anxiety is very high just because of the population that I'm part of, but also because of, my own personal experiences in life, which y'all have learned over the years. And TikTok, y'all will be new to, so y'all have to get to know me a little better. But if y'all could help me tap the screen, and share the live. Tap, tappy. If you could tap that screen and share the live, that would be great for me. Because guess what? Even though I'm not going to be celebrating Thanksgiving because of the meaning behind where Thanksgiving started, I'm still feeling generous. That doesn't mean I'm not feeling generous, and that does not mean that I'm not in the spirit of giving. And for those of y'all that follow me over here on FB, y'all know that I love to be generous. So if you could share this, if you could. So there's ways to share, and I'm sure the ways over here on TikTok are very, very similar. But you can share it on your timeline over here on FB. You can click the share option, click the more options button, and you can DM the live to someone, or you can send it in a text message, because I'm sure that you have a friend or family member, somebody who could be dealing with like I don't want to pull my lash off. The stress of the holidays. You or a friend or family member could be dealing with this. So I want to be sure that we get the word out on this. I can facilitate some comfort, some peace of mind, some help for several people that could need it. So if you feel like you want to be in the giving mood, Give somebody the gift of mental health. Share this live. Tap the screen. Share the live over here. Tap the screen. Share the live if you could for me over here and over here. If you could just share in all the places. All right. So, as we know, this Thursday is going to be kicking off the holiday season for the year. And for many people, this is not, this can be a time of the year that causes a lot of stress and anxiety. And it just may not be something that you're necessarily looking forward to. My hair keeps getting caught on my lash, y'all. I don't want to pull my lash off because then what? I ain't got no lash on. All right. So, but this time of the year can be very stressful for many people, and maybe not even a happy time of year. I hear a lot of people say it is a happy time of year for them, but for others, it's not so much a happy time for several reasons. It could be maybe you've experienced a loss, and that doesn't necessarily just have to be a loss of a person. It could be a loss of a job. It could be the loss of a relationship. I mean, it doesn't have to be a loss of someone due to them passing. It could be a loss of just a broken relationship, a loss of a job, a loss of a home, anything, and when the holidays start rolling around and you've experienced loss, it's a lot more jarring. And it's a lot more jarring because there's so much emphasis on, being around your family, being around your friends, when in the true sense of these holidays, they're probably a lot different. Their origins are probably a lot different than what you think they are. And you'd be like, that ain't that, the whole meaning would change for you. The whole meaning would change. So I do definitely encourage you to do your research on where Thanksgiving actually came from, because you might not think it's such a glorious celebration. So there's that. But because, society and the entertainment and marketing industries have really put like a lot of money into making this something that everybody feels like, making holidays feel like it's something that everybody should be a part of, and that you should be doing these certain things. You should be going to these holiday parties. You should be spending time with your family. You should. But really, no. Because truly, without that emphasis from those entities, entertainment, society, and marketing, it's just another day of the week. It's just another day of the week. And why complicate what could already be a hard week by adding emphasis on something that really started off for a money game? It's a money game. Okay? It's very commercialized. And I'm not taking any celebration away from anybody who wants to celebrate. That is definitely up to you. If you want to celebrate, if you've got holiday plans, that's great. That's great. Maybe you can share this with the other person. You don't know what to say to them because they maybe aren't having such a joyous time like you are. So I'm sure you will encounter at least one person that this is not a joyous time of the year for them. And so then you can then take what I said and transfer it to them, and you won't have to feel speechless when they come to you talking about how depressed they feel. Okay, because you'll have a resource to give them as to where they can come or how anxious they feel. Because you have a resource, you're watching a resource right now as to where they can come and get help. For those of you that don't know, we do service the states of Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Jersey, and Idaho. So if you live in those states, and soon, hopefully 25 more to come within the next several months, with the compact licensure for my licensure type going to be enacted. So then we'll be able to share even more, help even more people in even more states. So right now we service Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Jersey, and Idaho. Those are the 5 states that you can receive counseling and or therapy from a Yellowbird therapist. Okay. So with that being said, what does that look like? If you are, let's talk about let's take the shoulds out of it. Let's start there by taking the shoulds out of what Thursday is supposed to look like. Okay. First of all, it's just take it all away. It's the regular day of the week because there is not a celebration going on all over the world. Okay. So it doesn't have to be, I say all that to say, it does not have to be a celebratory day for you if you don't want it to be. It could be a normal day. All right. It could just be a normal day. It's all in, y'all have heard the saying, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? Well, the holiday is in the hearts of whoever want to behold it. If you don't want to behold it, I am giving you permission that you don't have to, okay? That's not a have to do. You can do something else. I was just talking to one of my clients that also does not celebrate Thanksgiving because of the mass unaliving that happened of indigenous folks to this land. And I just don't see why the mass unaliving of indigenous people is anything to celebrate by the colonizer. So that's not what they teach you in school. Unfortunately, they teach you that everybody got along and everybody just loved each other and they all sat around, indigenous people and colonizers alike, and ate turkey together when that's not actually what happened, guys. Sorry, just like Santa Claus isn't real, that's not how it happened, okay? And again, go look it up on your own. But I realize, again, a lot of us have been, socialized to celebrate Thanksgiving as a holiday. So, but I'm letting you know that's not a have to do. That's not something you have to do. You can decide for yourself that it's not a holiday for you. You can do that. And you can choose something else to do. But the benefit of that is if you are somebody who has a employer where you work, you're probably off. You're probably off Thursday. You're probably off Friday, even if you don't personally celebrate the holiday yourself. So at the very least, that's 2 days off work, baby. 1 or 2 days off work, baby. So what can you do? What would you like to do with that time? What kinds of self-care activities might you like to engage in? Okay. And this is just for the folks that aren't wanting to house hop and get some plates. Yeah, I might be doing that. I might be house hopping and getting some plates. Ain't no shame in my game. Not at all. But if I'm not house hopping and getting some plates from folks' houses, then I can, because people are still going to be cooking. I don't have to celebrate Thanksgiving to eat turkey. Okay? Literally only eat poultry and seafood anyway. I don't even eat red meat or pork. So my bird options are literally turkey and chicken. Okay? So with that being said, what might you like to do if you are not house hopping getting plates? Okay? What might you like to do? What has been that thing on your to-do list? Or do you even have one? Okay? Could you stand to make a to-do list of some things that you could do? Is there something that you need to fill out? Is there an appointment you need to make? A lot of us nowadays, including myself, including Yellowbird, you can now schedule online. So you don't got to necessarily call nobody to schedule. Maybe for an initial appointment, but is there something you need to schedule? Is there a time? And even if you do need to call, could you put a time in your calendar over the next couple of days when you're off to call? Whether that's on Monday or Friday. You know, I don't know who, you know, what's going on Friday, but Monday or Friday, maybe that's since you have the day off to kind of reflect, you could do that. Is there some mail you need to go through? I'm saying that because I'm looking at personal mail that gets delivered to my house that I'm like, oh my God, I got to go through it and get rid of it. So is there some mail that you need to go through and make sure you know what's what? Is there a part of your house you've been looking to organize, declutter? You know, is there something like that you might like to do? Is there, or it doesn't even have to be chores. Is there, like, have you been meaning to take a bubble bath? You know, or have you been meaning to watch a particular movie or binge watch something that you haven't had the time to? Or have you been meaning to clean out your emails? Or maybe you want to volunteer. Maybe you don't want to do anything inside because maybe you're just so super organized and you're on top of tippy top shape on everything. So there's nothing you want to do, nothing you want to watch. You don't want to rest inside. There are several places you could go to do volunteer work. Maybe passing out food, clothing, homeless shelters. And I know a lot of places sometimes get overrun with volunteers. So is there an initiative you could do? Like something small. It doesn't even got to be nothing big, you know? Maybe it's like you buy some socks and you go, you know, hand out some socks to some homeless people because, you know, I hear that socks are a big need amongst the homeless population. Things that they could use just to protect their feet, like when they're in and out of shelters and just from the cold, like, you know, keep their feet covered. So, or even like toothbrushes and like something small. It doesn't even have to be a whole big thing. It could be like, okay, well, I'm so blessed to like, my house is not in disarray. All my bills are paid. My credit score is 850. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to do but time to help other people. So then if that's you, all right, you still have time. You still do have time to either join a part of an initiative or think of something real small you can do on your own, maybe with a friend or maybe your family, if your family has decided not to celebrate Thanksgiving. Then you can some of those types of things. Or if you are somebody who is grieving a loved one and maybe you have already had a tradition, but that loved one has now since gone on, you know, or maybe there's that relationship again, a relationship has been severed with somebody that you ordinarily would spend this time with. What does it like? Is there a particular meal you might like to eat? Can you still eat that meal? Would you like to? Or is there something different? Maybe if it's a relationship that got severed, maybe it was something that other person didn't like that you really loved, or maybe it is something that you loved. I have had clients that if they had a family member pass, then actually it was very comforting for them to cook the favorite meal of that particular family member who had passed. So that is definitely an option for you if you want to go that route. My point is there's several things you can do besides making yourself feel as though this has to be a celebratory day for you. Okay, you don't have to deal with the pressure of feeling like you have to celebrate or you have to spend money. You know, you don't have to. That is really an option. It's all optional. Anything that you do is optional. And then maybe you just have everybody asking you to come everywhere, but you know that your energy level won't allow for it. So maybe you got to set some boundaries, okay, for your health. Maybe you might not know how exactly to set those boundaries. Well, that's where therapists come in. Therapists can provide you with assistance in that area. Like, what do boundaries need to look like for my own personal life? Because everybody's boundaries is not going to work for everyone. Some, you need to have your own boundaries that are specific to your circumstances. And that is what therapy helps you do. It helps you to assess your resources and your life circumstances to see what type of boundaries you would want to put in place in order not to completely lose it and go bonkers during the holiday season. What y'all saying in these comments? Let me see. When I'm by myself, I just sit by myself. Everyone has family and friends. Yeah. Well, a lot of people do. But you don't have to. You can find the joy in sitting by yourself if that's something you want to do. But you don't necessarily have to be by yourself if it's not something you don't want to do, even if you don't have family and friends, because you still can find opportunities to volunteer where there will be other people that are not just the people that you're helping, but the others volunteers as well. So it just depends on what you want your social interactions to look like. But because like when I'm reading, I sit by myself, I'm thinking that sounds great, but that might not sound great to you. That might not be something you want to do. I definitely need to make and complete a to-do list. Yeah. Very helpful. You can make and complete a to-do list of things you could be tackling that next week. So while everybody else is coming back trying to recover from that doggone tryptophan in the turkey, and they're all behind and sluggish, you're ahead of the game. Off work with pay, baby. Exactly. I favor your sister. That's what you think. What y'all saying on TikTok? What y'all got? Do y'all have anything? TikTok just sitting here looking at me, looking at it, looking at me, looking at it. I've made most holidays have a meaning for myself regardless of its origin. Yep, you can do that. Oh, thank you. I just wanted to do a little something. Thank y'all. I was just trying to, oh, y'all are sweet. Y'all are very nice. Thank y'all. I just, I had, got my hair done or whatever. So, I was just trying to do a little something. You know what I'm saying? Not much, just a little bit of whatever, just for my hair. You know what I'm saying? So, I just threw some lashes on. That's all. I just threw them on, threw my lashes on, did a little foundation and, little chapstick, little chappity chaps. My lips will be in check. But yeah, so definitely, the point being, make it what you want for yourself, and that is what's going to benefit you most, mental health wise and emotionally. Making it what you want for yourself. I'm just here to, like help jog your memories of things that may be available for you to do, other than sit around the table and eat turkey, unless that's what you want to do. But the boundaries are the big thing. Where do you need to build boundaries? Do you need to build boundaries around the request of your friends? Do you need to build boundaries around the request of your family members? Do you need to build boundaries around your finances? Yeah. Finances. Some of y'all got paid 3 times this month. Some of y'all will get paid 3 times next month. I know. I run a business. So I be knowing when them 3 paychecks a month come. Either this month or next month. Just depending on your what Friday you is, okay? If you're on the 1st and 3rd, okay? Or you on the 2nd and 4th, you're on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th for that one. And the other one will be the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. Okay? So, yeah. Which Friday you want? And with that, you want to go on ahead and make that budget so you don't have to feel like, oh, I got to buy so gifts and whatever. You can always do a bulk gift. I had a client literally trying to buy individual gifts for each and every person in their family. I said, what about some bulk gift ideas? What about bulk gifts? Why does everybody? So that means you got to buy 5 different things for this person, 5 different things for that person. Instead of that, why don't you just make 20 of something, put it in 20 little bags, make another 20 of something else, or get another 20 something else, throw that in, there you go. And you didn't have to get every single body 5 different separate things from 5, like, and going to 50 different stores. For those of you that live in Birmingham, when I was on my way to, where was I going? Oh, I was going to my friend's grand opening for the Burning Bush. I was going to the Burning Bush grand opening over the weekend. And the line to the summit was already out to 280, like coming up 280 past the interstate to get on 459. It was already, the cars was already trying to get up. I'm like, y'all still go shopping in person? People still go into stores to shop? I don't know. I haven't been in those. Well, I might, if I got to run in and get something very specific real quick, but I don't go into stores to shop like that no more. I don't do that. I was like, y'all still do that? No, I want to sit at home and fill up that Amazon cart and buy, let it come to my front door. That's what I want. But some people like doing that. So, yeah, it was packed. I was like, woo, it made my anxiety go up just to see all them folks trying to get into the summit. And I'm just like, why, y'all? Why? So I'm just giving hugs. Yo, me too. Let me get some of your hugs to give out because I'm giving hugs. Had to replace a furnace. Understood. I be giving so many other days during the year. I just want to give hugs too. Your kids ate like you owe them something. Oh, they act like you owe them something. I would say, kids, this year we're gonna think of someone else we can give to. It be y'all parents doing that. And so parents gotta set some boundaries up, maybe you're like, okay, maybe this year, okay, maybe they get half of what they did last year. And the other half, they're gonna learn how to maybe give to another kid, and maybe a kid in need who will get nothing. Teach them how to be generous. That way they're not always expecting. It's like, you did great unless they just went really above and beyond. You never had to ask them to do dishes. You never had to ask them to clean their room. They always did it without you having to say anything. They got the best grades, or they tried the best they could, and they, yes, ma'am, no, sir, all that. They did all that. Then maybe don't make them split their gifts. But how many kids is just really doing that? I wasn't. Yeah, say, okay, guys, go on ahead and talk to them now so they don't be disappointed. You know, and say, hey, I think we need to learn how to be giving. I think we need to learn how to be a little bit more. That's what I would do. So y'all got 16 things last year. This year you're gonna get 8, and then you can choose what children you would like to give the other 8 things to. You might want to tell them now because they'll hit them with the shock value. They'll be like, what? You're going to have to deal with, you don't got to do that, but definitely set boundaries. There has to be boundaries. Nothing wrong with giving gifts, but if you put kids in a place to think that they are owed the gifts that they get, then you might start seeing things you might not want to see with them because they don't know. We had to teach kids. They don't just come out knowing. Or we say, we'll say things like, well, I would never, but we also learned, when we were young. And so kids, they got to learn too, like how to navigate. So, but it may be something you discuss with parents. It may be something you might need to discuss with your therapist. Like, how do I set boundaries with my kids? Because I have parents who, not saying this is any of y'all, but I have parents who have literally been like, I'm like, just blame it on me. They just don't even want to seem like the bad guy to their kids at all. So I'm like, just blame it on me, especially the kids that I work with as a therapist. Their parents be spoiling them. So I'm like, hey, Mr. and Miss So-and-so, or they, them, you can't do this for little Susie because little Susie, this is but I don't want to seem like the bad guy. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. Tell little Susie it was me. So then little Susie can get on the next therapy, cuss me out. We can get through it because I already know I built rapport with little Susie. So me and little Susie will get through it. And that way you can have peace in your household. And you're paying me to deal with it. If you just don't have the heart to tell your kids no. It's some parents that just don't have the heart. Can't tell their kids no. They need to work on that in therapy, but while they're working on that in therapy, if they send their kid to me for therapy, then I'll tell the kid no. The kid can get mad at me. Me and the kid will hash it out and leave the parent unscathed. What do you think I should do about my son who keeps getting into fights at school? He is 12. How's he feeling? What's going on with him? I would definitely say, let's set him up, talk to somebody, because if kids are constantly doing something extreme like that, there's something going on with them. And sometimes they don't always want to tell their parents for several reasons, not because they don't think they can trust their parents, but sometimes they see their parents be stressed out and they don't want their parents they don't want to feel like their kid problems are stressing their parents out. They could actually be doing it, trying to like protect you from their problems, but I would say definitely at the very least get set up with someone to talk to so he can, hash that out with somebody who he doesn't feel like has skin in the game with them about it. I'm the bad guy with mine, having expectations while the other is a glorified babysitter. I'm about fed up. See? Yeah. But you know what? That may even be something that you might want to. I have parents that go to couples, but not for themselves. They go for co-parenting or family, not because the people in the room necessarily live in the same house, but they are connected in a familial way. And so they do, so whatever you feel is important. I would definitely say at the very least start with your individual counselor or therapist on how to navigate that, for your individual circumstance. But I have had some of my own personal clients that I've recommended they go to couples for co-parenting, not to be together. because they may not want to be together, but they have kids together. Or family therapy, not because the parents are married and the kids, it could just be the co-parent or blended family or whatever, different family structure. And so that everybody's on the same page, you need like a neutral party for everybody. And so you might need family. Okay, I'm going to message you for services. I'm in New Jersey. Yep, I got 2 therapists at Service New Jersey. Yep, so you're good. That's either Dr. Nicole or Dr. Kwajalein Brown is who she is. So take a look. I'm telling you exactly which ones to take a look at. Dr. Kwajalein Brown, and she services New Jersey, and she can take Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, and Aetna, I believe. Or there is Tish Jones, who can take Blue Cross Blue Shield. So one of those 2. Check into both of those and see which one you think might be a good fit. And then you can just text the word new to the number I'm going to put on the screen and tell them which one you want. But they both have full-length videos and written bios. But yes, we would be happy to service you. No, we don't. We do not actually take Medicaid. They do take private pay. If that's an option for you. And if one of the interns, now our interns can provide free therapy. So worst case scenario, we just put you under the supervision of one of them and let you work with an intern if that's something that you need. He didn't show up neither time. The boy's psychologist requested him. He didn't show up. Yeah. And so, but you know what? Kids, let me tell you about kids. Your kids are bright. They may not see it now, but kids, they're not dumb. They see what's going on around them. They know who's doing what and when. And I'm telling you, as somebody that asks grown-ups all day what their childhood was like. And they'll say, well, dad was this and mom was that. Like, dad was in the home and mom was never there, or mom was in the home and dad was never there. And he did. And especially if all they do is give them material stuff. I have adults that say, yeah, my mom or dad or them, they weren't around much. They didn't spend much time. Like, they didn't help me with things I really needed emotionally or mentally. They just gave me money and thought that's all I needed, or they just bought me stuff. And that's not actually what they value. So I'm going to tell you, kids, be knowing. They might not know today or tomorrow, but they definitely will see for themselves. So you just be consistent in your part. You keep being consistent in doing what you know to do. And the kids will come to their realizations in due time. They will. Yeah, they will. They'll see. They will. And their brains are developing. They're intaking a lot of information. But once they start getting to the age where they can start reflecting on things, usually in the 20s, they're going to reflect and be like, especially these Gen Z and Gen Alpha kids. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they know. They gonna know. They gonna know. They are given the even the millennials who were the first to be like, go against the grain. Even with us, they're like, Yeah, just be steady about it. Continue, not saying anything bad about the other parent. Just continuing to do your part and do what you know to do as a parent. The kids will see. The kids will see. Definitely. Yeah, perfect. So boundaries, the areas again, first establishing what you want this day to mean for you. It can mean nothing, it can mean something, whatever you want it to mean. After that, you figure out what task you want to do in that day. And then what boundaries you want to set for yourself. Okay. So around your finances, around your time, your energy, all of that. And that's going to help you fare much better in your mental health journey. Hey, TikTok, what are y'all doing? Are y'all going to tap the screen for me? And I see y'all liking it and share the live and tap the screen for me. Yay, yay, yay. Thank y'all. So I got some folks over here on TikTok showing me some love. I appreciate that. And then, of course, my OG crew over here on the FB, you know what I'm saying? Y'all always been showing me love throughout the years. I just got live access on TikTok. So if y'all want to go over there, check me out on TikTok. It's that_therapist1. Okay. That_therapist1. You check me out over there. Okay. And see what I got going on TikTok. I be moving around, grooving around, trying to be careful because as I was telling y'all last week, TikTok is super duper toxic and I cannot. Okay. So I had to protect my mental health. Shoot, they're not going to have me over there yelling at my phone and spitting at my phone and veins popping all out of my neck and head for somebody on the other side of the world. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to be able to maintain this glow doing that. What kind of questions do y'all have? What kind of questions? Comments do y'all have about how you can manage? How have you been? Oh, I've been good. I just got live access. So I usually go live every Thursday with my people. And so I just got live access for TikTok. So I'm including TikTok in that. Yep. But we discuss topics that the general population can relate to and tie it back to how we could all benefit from having a therapist outside of simply just having a mental illness. Because people think that's the only reason you would come see somebody like me is if you have a mental illness. And that is simply just not true. Okay. All my people over here know this. I'm talking to the new folks on TikTok who don't know. Okay. I'm talking to the folks on TikTok who don't know. Yeah. So, what other questions y'all got for me? What other questions do you have? Did you share? Did you guys share? TikTok is going to miss out. I'm not going to include them in the giveaway because I don't even got nobody in here. More viewers to share. Yeah. Yeah, on TikTok. That's what you do. But over here, because I'm also on live on my other platform. I'm on live actually. I think I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok over here. Are they coming? Are they? I'm trying to tell my people on Facebook if they're on TikTok to go over there and see me. Is that _therapist? But what other kind of questions do y'all have? What other kinds of questions? comments, concerns do y'all have? You about to go now? Oh, on TikTok? Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you, Chloe Love. Thank you. Y'all are nice. Y'all are very kind. I had got my little hair, I had got my hair did, my I had got my little situation I got going on here. And so I was like, let me give him a little face. So I did a little light dusting. It's just a little light dusting, nothing too much. And some lashes on. That's all I did. A light dusting. Wasn't even much. I just had a little, and that was all. And that was it. I just wanted to brighten myself up for y'all a little bit. I may go live on Thursday too. If I do, it's going to be on some just me having fun with y'all. So I may go live on Thursday still too. Because y'all know that's my typical live day anyway. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. ish. 8 p.m. ish. Now, if I run over in the session, it looks more like 8:30 ish. But for the most part, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So I gave you those time zones so you know. Okay. If you're in another country, can't help you. I don't know. It's whatever time it is now. Okay. That's when it is. And on Thursdays. All right. No more questions. All right. I got y'all. For those of y'all that don't know, it's a Cash App giveaway. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. It's a Cash App giveaway. So for those of you on TikTok that don't know, y'all probably want to, if you want to listen up, you do want to go to my website that's in my bio, and you want to at least subscribe to my newsletter. And let me tell you why you want to subscribe, because you'll know exactly when I do get giveaways. So you do want to do that. If you want to be a part of the giveaways and you want to know exactly what to do, you can do that. Okay. And for TikTok, what I'm going to do is keep it there. I'm going to have to build y'all up. Build y'all up on TikTok. But we're going to be doing a Cash App giveaway. And so the way that works is everybody that's in it did the thing. Okay. They did the thing. And so y'all get to see. I'm going to show y'all. Let me get I don't have what I'm supposed to have though. Y'all know I never bring it with me. I gotta go get it. Mr. Carter, he is laid out over here. Mr. Carter is laid out. Like that. He's laid out in my spot. Like that is his spot. It's not. It's not his spot. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say your name and your number 2 times. I'm going to give you your number, but I'm going to say your name and your number 2 times. So that means you got to be ready. You got to be ready. Okay. And TikTok, I don't even have, I would say y'all, if y'all could get me to like, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Maybe 10K likes. Can I get 10K likes? Can y'all do that? And I can do a separate thing for y'all, because I'll probably be on TikTok a little longer after I get off of here. I'm probably going to, off of the FB live, this live, I'm probably going to stay on a little longer and do something. But y'all definitely do want to at least go to my website so that you know during the month. Because I put all the Cash App giveaways, the dates when I'm going to be doing those in my newsletter. So you do want to go to my website. And it's in my bio. And click it and subscribe. You'll also see my lovely at ybcbrand.com, my apparel shop for mental health apparel, where we make mental health t-shirts that help you make mental health statements with your chest and start the conversation around mental health and wellness to assist us with breaking the stigma that surrounds mental health and wellness by saying it with your chest. Like the one I have on now that says therapy hit different, because it do. And anybody in therapy knows exactly what that means. That therapy be hitting different, you know? So this is one of them. Okay. All right, let's see. Yes, the handy dandy notebook is out. Not from last week when you said that, and I got this potted flower that I drew. A flower in a pot that I drew that looked like Steve on Blue Clues. Okay. All right, so I'm going to say your name and your number 2 times. Y'all are going to be, we might do something different on TikTok if I can get to 10K likes, okay? All right, but y'all at least see how the flow goes. So when we really get it up and going on TikTok, y'all know how the flow go, okay? All right, so, all right, Candace Keller. Soror Candace Keller is number 1. Candace Keller, number 1. Thank y'all for saying I look nice. I appreciate y'all for the compliments. Thank you. Sharon Gray is number 2. Sharon Gray is number 2. Christy Davis is number 3. Christy Davis is number 3. Ooh, you got a 24-pound turkey. I'll take some of that. That's a huge turkey. I'll take some of that turkey. Ariel Joyce is number 4. Ariel Joyce is number 4. Toya Betts is number 5. Toya Betts is number 5. Nikki Leilani is number 6. Nikki Leilani is number 6. Nicole Thomas is number 7. Nicole Thomas is number 7. Rob TR is number 8. Rob TR is number 8. Magnolia Marchant is number 9. Magnolia Marchant is number 9. So y'all can see. So what I do, I'm explaining to them, y'all. So I share my screen because I don't want nobody to say I chose no favorites. So I'm going to show y'all so y'all can see. If I had another hand, can I turn my phone around, flip it around? I'll just have to show y'all after I set it up because I'm still learning how to work the live. So I pull up my tab and then I share it with them so they can see me do it from the very beginning and they know that I'm being super fair. And we together watch me navigate to a random number counter wheel. So that's what we do. So random number generator. random number wheel. I like the number wheel. And let's do not the one we did last time, y'all, because that one was boring. That one was not fun. Let's do this one. It didn't even have nothing. It didn't. No, this is that boring one from last time that doesn't have any confetti or nothing. I want the confetti. I want it to make a noise for the winner, like do something special. Why do I have? Oh, y'all, I got lash glue on my. I had got some lash glue on my hands. I was like, what is this? Last time it was last week it was the candle wax or where the candle burned down. I was like, what is that? Okay. What is it? Okay. This the one, y'all. This the one we like. All right. So let's make it 9. People got thrown off by what day it was, but that's going to help the winner. That's going to benefit the winner. And then we do a drum roll. So now I have, so we got this, okay? And we're going to do a drum roll. We're going to do a drum roll. And then we're going to spin. Drum roll. Number three got it. Number three. Who is number 3? Who won the Cash App giveaway? Who won? Who is number 3? And y'all tell them congratulations. Who is it? Who's number 3? Who is it? Christy. Is it Christy? Christy, are you here? Because remember, you got to be present to win. Are you here? Christy, did you win and are you here? Christy, you got to say something in the comments so we know you're here. Wait, everybody, let's see if Christy's here. I hope Christy's here because like I said, I was feeling generous. She gone. Oh, man, that means I got to spin again. Dang, that means I got to spin again, guys, because Christy is not here. You do have to be present to win. Christy, are you here? Because last time I thought somebody wasn't here, they said they were. So I'm trying to wait a little bit. Maybe she needs time to get back to her phone or something. Christy, are you here? Going once. Going twice. Gotta spin again, Christy. Oh, so sorry. Okay, so sorry. Gotta spin again. So sorry. Spin again. Okay, let me take Mr. Carter. Hush. Now you hush. Okay. Can I remove? I should be able to remove. I thought I could remove a number. All right. Well, anyway, let's spin again. Number 9! Ah! Who is number 9? Who is it? Who is number 9? Who got it? Who got it? Who did it? Who did it? Who is it? Oh, it's Magnolia. Magnolia, did you win again? Did you win last week and this week? Ah! Listen, y'all. Magnolia, did you win? Because if Magnolia won 2 times in a row, Magnolia, didn't you win last week too? Y'all, Magnolia, this your month. I'm going to give you another $150. So that means that Magnolia has gotten $300. $300 off of Yellowbird counseling in 2 weeks. In just 2 weeks. Y'all, Magnolia is a winner again. Hey, in 2 weeks, $300. Yes, I'm about to send it now. Hold on, TikTok. I gotta put y'all on pause so I can send it. See, it pays to come and listen and get your information. It pays. Let's see. $150. Congratulations. From Yellowbird Counseling. Pay. And then I sent it. I gotta show y'all. Yay! All right. I'm back. I had to show them when I send the Cash App. I had to turn my phone around and show them that I sent the Cash App. Yay! And Magnolia is saying got it. So y'all know on TikTok it ain't no cap. Magnolia is saying got it. I don't know if you can see. Got it. So there, y'all know it ain't no cap. Okay? Ain't no cap. Yay! Cool. There may be another opportunity this week for someone else to win, but then Magnolia could also just win a third time. So y'all be on the lookout for me because I will be definitely, maybe, probably, possibly going live again anyway, because our normal day is Thursdays to go live. So I don't know, we'll see, but definitely be sure that you have liked the page and you're following the page so that when you're scrolling on Facebook and I go live, it'll pop up and notify you. Okay, so be sure that you like and follow so you won't miss it. Okay, but I will see y'all back soon, if not Thursday next week. Y'all know, same time, same place.